So, I'd like to say welcome back, folks, to another episode of Dragons Insanity Chat. Uh, I don't even know anymore. There's so many things where you kind of just look at it and go, why am I bothering to do this? Why am I doing this? What's the point in this? We're all little bugs and everything else like that. Go to work, make money, provide, survive, da da da. And yet, you really can't survive. You really can't provide. And yet, you're expected to be grateful for the life you have. And it's just like, really? Why should I be grateful? I mean, what is so absolutely wonderful about it? I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask to be born. I didn't ask to have these problems. I didn't ask to have anybody tell me any of the crap that I deal with. I don't want to, but I'm supposed to be grateful. Grateful for what I've been given. A life of misery. Cool, yeah. Yeah. Totally grateful for that. Life of pain. Oh, yeah, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go. Totally grateful for that. And you're supposed to be all like, oh, thank you so much for doing this for me. Thank you so much for putting yourself out there and giving me this life that I didn't want. But again, you're supposed to be grateful for that. You're supposed to be grateful, then where's my free will? Instead, you don't have free will. That's just a fucking illusion. If you really had free will, you would be able to go, no, I don't want to do this. I shouldn't have to. Instead, they go, no, you need to be thankful for what you have. You need to be happy that, you were born, da da da. And I can tell you now, so many people aren't. A lot of people aren't, because they're like, I didn't ask for this. I don't want this. I was forced into this life. And now I get to deal with a bunch of pain, misery for the next, like, 80 years. And then you have these amazing parents who go, oh, you're 18. Get the fuck out. You don't live here no more. Awesome. I don't want to be born and I don't want to deal with this shit anyways. But now that I'm 18 and everything, you kick me out and tell me I need to be grateful for that. And then 20, 30 years later, if you successfully made good of yourself and everything, if you've done an amazing job for yourself, out of nowhere, your parents come back into your life, the ones that tossed you out so many years ago, and go, well, you need to take care of us now. What? Yeah, you need to take care of us now because we gave you life. Da da da. It doesn't matter that, they kicked you out at 18 or whatever. It doesn't matter that you had nothing. They go, well, you should be happy. You know? You should be happy and ecstatic that we did that. Because if it wasn't for us, then. If it wasn't for us, then you wouldn't have had anything. And again, people are like, oh, you should be fucking happy. And it's just like, why? Why am I supposed to be happy? And obviously, why? What? Why? Why do we care? And why do we fall for it too? Like, we do. We're, again, we're supposed to be grateful for this. honestly, it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. But, again, we're supposed to be happy about the life we're given. Again, we're supposed to be ecstatic. We're supposed to care. Uh, we're supposed to be happy. And we don't we don't get a choice. And again, we're supposed to be happy about all this. We're supposed to be happy about being tossed into shit we don't even know. 90% of the time, parents don't even fucking prepare you for the real world either. And you're supposed to be grateful for that too. Going, oh shit, I wasn't expecting that. Schools are even worse. Because, they're supposed to help teach you about the real world, right? I should say high school. Uh, how many high schools teach you taxes and what you need to do for taxes? Not a lot. How many schools teach you how to fill out a resume properly? Not a lot. How many people know how to cook? Like, actually cook. Not microwave, but stovetop. Less than you would think, especially nowadays. All these fucking little fruit fly babies going, oh god, you expect me to do something? That's all I hear from so many little fucking babies bitching about shit. And they go, oh god, why do I have to do this? I mean, that's your job. That's your responsibility. You're right. You're right. It is their responsibility. They're responsible to make sure that you'll be a protective member of society and everything. And yet y'all bitch way too much about it. Oh god. I have to wipe my own ass now. I don't have my mommy to do it for me. It's waiting for next, honestly. See, I'm 36. I got no problems admitting that. And I know people my age and younger who fucking don't know how to cook. They're like, uh, microwave. And it's just are you fucking for real right now? Like that's where you're going? That's what you're doing? Uh, guess what? They're not gonna be there to fucking wipe your ass. You're gonna have to do it all on your own at some point, and people aren't gonna know what to do. It's always, oh, that's too hard, or my mom would never make me do this, or I would never do this, or anything else along those lines. I mean, people are just fucking stupid now about that. Get off your ass, pay attention, do what needs to be done, fucking learn how to cook, learn how to be self sufficient, at least on something like that. And if you don't want to learn how to fucking cook or be useful or anything like that, that's on you. But don't fucking bitch about it later on and be like, well, no, because fuck you, you did that to yourself. That's all that was. You did it to yourself. You deserve it. Deal with it. Own it. Whatever. Um, and yeah, that's all there is to that. Uh, it's not pretty. The world is not fair. Not fair at all. Um, and nobody will give two fucks about you. Period. The only the only people that will give two fucks about you are the people that are gonna use you, can use you, or you have something that they could use if they want to. And that's how that works. They're gonna use you, and those are the people that are gonna get a hold of you and be like, "Oh, I'm your friend." Da da da. But once you stop doing so much for them, start pulling back, you're gonna start seeing the difference there too, and how they treat you. Because out of nowhere, you're no longer as useful. You're no longer as worth keeping around. Because they don't want to keep you around anymore because you're not doing anything for them. See, as a job, on a job, and everything, when you get a job, you do the job. You do what you do what you're paid to do. If you're happy with your job and it pays decently enough that you can get by without having to worry, and you're relatively happy and everything, fuck anything else. Just be happy. Do your job. Clock in, clock out when you're supposed to. If they try to get you to come in early or to stay late or anything, just look at them and be like, okay, how much are you paying me for this extra bullshit then? If they're not willing, they'll be like, well, we expect. It's like, no, that's not how that works. That is sure as fuck not how that works. You want me to stay longer. You want me to do this longer. You fucking pay me for the hours that I'm going to be coming in randomly because of your piss poor time management. Obviously, you don't say it like that. You find your own professional way of saying it. And that's what you do. That's the only way. That's life. That is purely life. And don't let them tell you otherwise. Don't let them bully you otherwise or into other shit. It's not worth it. Especially if they're like, well, we need you to clock out and do this. Just look at him and be like, haha, no. That's not happening. That's not even legal either. So, if you're doing anything work related, don't do it off the clock either. Don't agree to anything to do any extra work off the clock. Just say, okay, how much are you paying me extra for this? If they're like, well, we expect, it's like, that doesn't help me. You want me to be clocked off and do all this extra work or stay for a couple hours extra? Okay, how much are you paying me? How much more are you paying me? How much more are you paying me? Because that's how much more you needed me, apparently. And if you need me to do this constantly, then we could talk about a pay increase then, too. And yeah, you increase my pay and everything. You don't tell them that either. You wait until they tell you how much they're willing to pay you after the hours and everything. If they're willing to pay you more, and it's like good enough margin, you could say, okay, I'll gladly do that. But here's the thing, you're gonna ask me constantly or repeatedly to do this. So how about you just increase my pay to what you're willing to pay me now to stay after for these couple hours, and I'll stay without a problem now after that, as long as it's written down in contract and all that. If they refuse to do it, be like, I'm sorry, I can't. Can't do it. Not gonna happen. Because, again, you're not working for free. You're not their fucking servant. You're not their slave. You're not any of that shit. So do not let them treat you like it either. They want something from you. You are well within your rights to demand compensation as well. They can hate it all they want, but guess what? That's how it works. If they want something from you, they're going to give you something in return. They're not going to go, oh, well, we got to get this from for free from this guy because Donald. It's like, no, you don't. Nah, nah, nah. Nice try at everything, but you need to fucking pay up. And if they don't, then again, fuck them. Just be like, look, if you're not willing to pay me for the time, then you obviously don't respect me. If you don't respect me, then you don't want me to work for you. So I'm not going to work for you. I'm not going to do this for you and help you. Because again, it's not worth it. You are worth more than what the fuck they're trying to do. So that's why if they try to do it, just say nope, no thank you. And so like, but that's not how. It's like I'm not them, am I? Obviously. I've seen and heard too many people who get to run around, get people to get fucked by work. That's just simple, plain, easiest way to put that. And they let themselves because they don't stand up for themselves. You got to. Nobody else is gonna do it for you. Yeah, hey, you know what? Another cute little video and everything for me too. So again, these are my own personal opinions. I appreciate you coming in. If you like anything that you heard, if you'd like a subject specifically brought up or discussed, or want me to broach, make sure to leave a comment down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. Would much appreciate it. And don't forget, folks, let the madness take over.